What's going on, everybody? Let's get straight into this event, man. Ball is Life put on a spectacular event in Las Vegas yesterday. Ball is Life all-in event. Every matchup was fire. And I would like to say all my predictions hit except one. But I would like to I'm gonna just get straight into it, man, because this event was amazing. It definitely was a win for the YouTube basketball scene. They better put some respect on all these players' names, but just on the whole scene itself. And you're gonna start seeing a lot more NBA players coming over and playing, right? Because now they're getting that respect, they're getting called out. Now you feel some type of way because these players are getting more star power now. They're winning and you know what I'm saying, they're handling business. But let's get straight into this, man. First matchup, Trey Croft versus Mike Harden. Now, I will say this. My predictions in this was Trey. Like easily, respectfully, but easily. I had Trey Croft going into this match because I love Trey. Respect to Mike Harden, right? I love Trey's game, just how he plays, the style. It's pretty, it's nice, and he's a professional, right? So is Mike too, right? But just early on when I used to see Mike play, just a few games, not a lot, is he wasn't winning those games that I seen, but. Going into this game, I didn't think it was going to be, I thought it was going to be a couple bodies in this game. This game was a body, but it went the other way. Mike Harden took this game. It was the body of the night. Body of the night. I wouldn't say it was the match of the night. Just stuff wasn't hitting for Trey. Not just that. Trey need to get in the gym more for somebody like Mike Harden. You know, and I'm a fan of this thing, man. I remember before Mike put on all the muscle. Now he like Incredible Hulk out there. I remember when he was little. You know what I'm saying? Now that fool huge now. Pause. I know I gotta say pause now, everybody. I can't say nothing. But no, on the real, like, so the score was got my notes, 13-30. 13-30. Mike Harden was handling business. He was getting anything he wanted to do. And he meant what he was saying. He kept saying, I'm better than these niggas, though. Like, after the matchup. That's how he felt. So, man, I definitely did not expect that match to go that way. Trey, he wasn't really he was getting to a couple of shots he wanted. It's just, like, his bumps wasn't doing nothing to Mike Harden. It was barely showing that he was just there. You know, Mike was just, he looked like a grown man out there, respectfully playing like a child. And I love Trey game. But, you know, maybe they can get that rematch down the line. Just think Trey is going to have to get in the gym before he play Mike. Has to. Mike utilized his weight well, and he was making his shots. What he did was working for him. He's a great shooter, but I'm going to get down. I'm going to go downhill on him. 13-30, it was a body. That was a body. So I had Trey going in. I lost that one. So I don't do score predictions really, but I probably would have had it the other way around. And then I would probably say Jerome versus Lat versus Mr. Red Shoes. Top two, if not the best battle of the night. Great match. You know what I'm saying? Great game. I say battle, right? I'm used to doing this battle rap content, but man, this was amazing down to the wire. My predictions, right? It kept changing because we all know that, right? What he can do, his wins, the 85 points, and like the king of the court, which was amazing. And that's how I got introduced to him. I'm like, who is this? And then I didn't see him for a while. I was like, what happened? So he came back killing. Jerome, though, beat, I would say, a top 10, arguably top 10. He beat Nesco. Right? I was like, okay, who is Jerome? Right? I don't know outside of what they do, right? I do watch YouTube basketball more than NBA. This is just what I love. Grew to love it. So I was like, I should go with Lat. What should I go with Jerome? I played more games. Started off, my first pick was Jerome because he beat Nesco. Then I switched to Lat. I kept going back and forth. This was a battle to the end. Jerome got that. Now, and Jerome won and like dang near buzzer beater, hit a 3 at the end, and I think he had 27, 30 to 28. 30 to 28. I just love his game. How he steps into his dribble. He's very methodical. He doesn't waste his dribbles because not everybody who plays fives can play ones. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's a top scorer from where he comes from what I see and what I hear. And I'm still learning about like his other work. But a beautiful game. Lat, incredible shooter. Lat's defense was amazing the entire time. It could have went either way. Amazing game. I can't take nothing away. That was, I could say, that game had everybody on their feet. Everybody started getting up. They was into it. So, and then that game was early. I think it was the second game. So for it to, I'm glad they brought the heat early because it was started off kind of dead. And Mike Carter started with a body. You know what I'm saying? It was like if I was compared to battle rap, it was like the Iron Solomon versus Murder Mook battle, right? Murder Mook murdered Iron Solomon, but it was just like, okay, started to get kind of like, dang, boring. So, yeah, I would say definitely top two matches of the night. That went to Jerome, and I originally had him, yes, for my prediction. Now, Bijan versus Zay. Another great battle. I wouldn't say the battle of the night, but another great battle. Started off, my prediction was Zay. I always feel like Zay, they don't lose. Zay's one of those people you can't really bet against Zay. Bijan is definitely a contender. You know, I was introduced to him like when he played Scoob, did well. Scoob came out on top, but Bijan is definitely a big name to watch. He gave Zay a run for his money because Zay couldn't do those bumps. He couldn't use his body like he could to other players that are smaller. And Bijan's strong too. Zay's still bigger than Bijan. Bijan's a pro. Bijan's a lot faster. He's a lot faster than he looks than what you would expect. And he could shoot. He go into the hole. It took I would say Zay a little more time to get started. You know, but it was a slow build, but he continued to incline. He wasn't playing like the normal Zay, his game where he'll drive to the hoop to just drop of a dime and up. Like he changed his whole game up, and he still won. And 30 to 20, and Bijan was up. Was it like 15 to 2, something crazy like that. I'm like, oh shoot. So Bijan was up at the half. See, one thing you don't do, they asked Bijan, he's humble. He's like, look, he was the better man. Bijan, you don't let nobody shoot in the ones, but once you let him shoot, he hit 4 threes in a row. He hit 4 threes in a row. Zay hit 4 threes in a row. Respect to Bijan though, but he could watch video. He know what he did wrong. But I wouldn't mind seeing that matchup again down the line. Like for real, like earn a lot more respect for Bijan. Like I'm looking out for a lot of his games. I watch everybody's games now on the scene, all leagues. But we talking about balls like All In put on a dope event. Trying to hurry this up. Keon versus Scoob. Okay, predictions on this battle. I had Scoob. Scoob, I think, is in the top 3, top 5 people. It's only about 5 people you do never bet against. If you're going to 30 and it's 29 to 3, and Scoob got 3, do not bet against Scoob. Don't do it. And Keon, to me, I'm still learning about Keon, right? Now, Keon, I had Keon losing this battle, like easily, respectfully, but easily. He shouldn't even beat Moon. And when he beat Moon, I'm like, oh shoot. And I'm looking at his resume more like, dang, he beat this. Oh, he undefeated pay-per-view. And I see how Ball is like, they're trying to figure out like the records. He's 35-0 here, but he has a couple losses. I think I'm gonna have to get that together. I don't know. But Keon, brother, You earn my respect. Not that that matters to you probably at all, but I'm definitely gonna be looking out for you more. And I'm pretty sure you earn Scoob's respect even more, right? But Scoob, going into this, I didn't feel like he deserved Scoob. Like, respectfully, I feel like just coming in, there's so many other, like, I feel like Scoob in like the past few months, if a player is trying to go for the top spot and they're trying to go for the top spot and they said they're going to call somebody out, and there's a few people you can call out. They've been calling out Scoob. For a while it was Nas, but then Nas is like the murder mook, right? They're good. Some say they're the best in the league, but I'm talking about Murder Mook before he lost the weight, got healthy, but Murder Mook still was killing, but he was taking matchups like once every 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Nas picks his battles, but Nas comes outside. But I'm just saying. So they said, you know what? I'm calling out Scoob. I'm calling out Scoob. Scoob ducks no smoke. Scoob took a spot. I remember when Pat said something. Pat is nice, but Pat was not ready. Like Keon. Maybe Pat and Keon. I don't know. But anyway, called out Scoob. He wasn't ready for that. Scoob probably felt disrespected, and I get what he means. Like, when people say, no disrespect, but nigga ain't ready for me. Something like that he said. And it sounds disrespectful, but you get it. Scoob put his work in. Like, you gonna call me out? Come on, there's so many other players you could be playing. You know what I'm saying? I might have a couple honorable mentions later, but going into there, I had predictions. Obviously, Scoob, but I had this probably the body of the night. I had my first position was Keon only scoring like 14. I said 14 and then 19, like 31. Like Scoob, like no, Scoob gonna have more than 30. But Keon, man, Keon made this a game, and ended up the score was 23-31 Scoob. He had 31 though. See. I should have did the Kalshi. I don't bet though. Not like that. Now, I was gonna say something. Yeah. Anyway, 23-31 Scoob. Oh, this was the fastest game. Look at all the games on there. Shot making. Like, I feel like this game was only 10 minutes. This was the fastest game on the card. Fastest game. It finished so quick. And Scoob let it be known, but I started thinking once he starts scoring, Scoob, all right, let me stop playing. I think he even said that one time. Let me stop playing. But shout out to Scoob, man. I might be late to this for certain people, but I've been on this for a few years. I feel like Scoob had different personalities. So I remember Scoob used to, when he was smiling more, like the good guy. Then he used to talk more during the game. Then he don't say nothing. Like, people wait. Like, I gotta win first, and I'm gonna talk my stuff. But right now, Scoob is definitely in the top 3, but Scoob got that. For a while, Keon made it, he made it competitive for him though. A little bit. So yeah, shout out to both them cats. Keon, man, earn my respect, brother. I'm going to try to look out for like all other matches I haven't seen. Just look up on you, man. I respect what you're doing, young brother. Keep it up. Keep it up. Definitely. But you wasn't ready for Scoob yet. But shut up. Anyway, Rob versus DA. Predictions. Respect to DA. I chose Rob because I didn't really know DA games. So I was like, I have to choose Rob. Rob's a top contender in here. Like, even DA could have been super dope that I heard and never seen. So I just chose Rob. And then for a while, I was trying to go back and hear. I'm like, oh, wait, did they play twice? I'm like, oh, I was starting to think this was going to be their third game. I thought Rob like smoked in the first game. Then I started hearing like Rob stopped taking them easy. It's like, oh no, that all happened in one game. DA is nice. DA is going to be a top contender. He is a top contender. And DA a real dude. Like, that's a real dude to beat a top contender and then take the rematch for your next matchup. That shows how confident you are. And man, Rob just like, you know what? Rob don't talk. He let his game do the talking. But I feel like Rob be want to swing on people. I've been wondering what's going on in his head. He probably just want to do like a NBA Jam dunk on somebody. But he quiet. He stay quiet. See, DA had Lance in his corner always. Oh, I didn't even see the nigga. Sorry, I didn't even see DA get hit in the eye. Lance go out there making a big old scene. And then you forgot that damn near DA that damn near smacked the dog mess out of Rob on an accident. But I'm just saying. So that's how I go. This was, this was a dope event. Okay. Rob, 30-29. And Rob wasn't hitting he stopped hitting free throws. Like, we're going to get to Nas in a minute. But DA is a problem. A problem. DA will beat most of these people who are in the league. When they asked Rob, see, Rob's so not nonchalant. He just so he's a man of few words, but when he talks, is gonna mean something. You know what I'm saying? DA was popping his stuff on the face off, right? He was saying what he mean. To me, when he pulled out the money, I said he lost. I don't know. It's just something about money. Everybody like, come on, you older, you supposed to be OG. And I'm like, he lost. To me, that's when you lost. And you lost, right? But I thought, man, you had me scared this game. If I was just rooting for Rob, I wasn't really rooting for nobody. Sometimes it's like, man, it is like it messed with your nerves. That's why I'm glad I can't bet because, I'll be going crazy, growing even more gray hairs. But yeah, definitely I don't know what to say. It was definitely in the top 3 battles of the night, and it should be because it was a double main event. So yeah, 29-30 Rob. I thought Rob was done. And first, I thought DA was done. Rob was up. Rob was hitting his threes, going downhill. But I kind of feel like this. Let me tell you something, Rob. I love that you adjusted your game and you kept going to the hoop, And you can do that all day. A lot of times, that's how niggas trick you out your position too. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Cause look, I still didn't see the first game with you and DA. I don't think DA made 1 point going to the hole. He was shooting threes and jumpers. He was shooting. So some people are like, man, see, all you do, I hate when people say you play video games, all you do is shoot. Yeah, that's part of the game. I'ma shoot. You know what I'm saying? But you showed him. I feel like, I'm gonna beat him like this. See, and hold on, I ain't gonna stay on this too long, but Rob said something after the game. He said something like, yeah, I went to the hole. I just, I'm a shooter and I make them shots. And he was letting you know, like, that's my bread and butter, but I'm gonna beat you at this. That's what he was saying. DA, that's why, I just put the sauce on it. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Rob's game put the sauce on it, but shout out to DA, man. I can't wait to see who he got next. But let's just say this. Look, Rob, okay, I'll get to that later. There might be another video, babe, but look, hold on, man. Where my drink at? Oh, it's outside. Anyway, main event, Nas versus Archie Goodwin. NBA, no one can say nothing. NBA, within the age range, I think Nas 28, Archie Goodwin's 31. Archie's still playing, right? Now, predictions. Just like most people, I had Nas. Didn't see Archie game. I've seen him before, but I didn't know it like that. So I felt like I'm going with Nas, right? But let me see. I will say this. I'm going to just tell you the score. 30-24, Nas won his game, right? Probably should have been 30-22, right? It was clear as day when he knocked the ball out of his hand, whatever. Even though it was 30-24, I kind of feel like this is Nas' maybe top 2 most competitive matches. Archie's a beast. The way that fool, he's like 6'5", 6'6", and he's shooting like that. Nothing was way off. None of his shots was way off. Hitting them fadeaways, some threes, like everything was on. I'm like, oh shoot, we got a problem. But like I said earlier, like Scoob, top 3, top 5 type of person who you never want to bet against, even if they got 2 points. Nas is one of those too. There's a few people who I have a list for that you never bet against. You never bet against. This battle was amazing, and I'm glad it was the main event. The build up, everything from the face off, right? Because you know, if you come from the battle rap world and everything, they do the face off. It got me into it. This is why I tell you where Archie probably lost to me in the face off. This is where it showed a chink. And it showed Nas too, I bet. Nas, look, if you see this, let me know. When they said, let's make a bet. And Nas said, okay, let's bet. We ain't got to be no money. He's like, I'm just trying to make bets people can actually do. If I win, you got to say I'm the best ever. Best alive. Something like that. Right? And then, hey, no, I ain't doing that. That's just stupid. He's like, but on the other hand, you saying I'm gonna win easily, gonna win. Okay. Soon as I seen that, it showed me like, oh, I can lose. I might lose. So you contradicted everything you said. You contradicted everything you said, Archie. Shout out to Archie too. Give my respect. This is all respectfully, man. I'm a fan of this, right? But if you get mad, you get mad. Nas backed everything up he said. And I was waiting for you, Nas. And look, salute to you. In the one-on-one face-off, you said your family. I think you said your aunt or somebody was like, you got to give glory to God and everything, bro. I knew you had a scripture on there, and I was waiting to the end. I'm like, he gonna say that because you was popping your stuff, man. I was like, he said, I'm gonna pop my stuff too. I'm like, just don't forget. Just don't forget. And you did your thing. You came through, man. Salute to you. God bless you, brother. God bless. That's why I see a lot of these cats in this space. They're not afraid. They're not afraid to do that. Even, you know, I'm gonna just mention Reese because he was like, Jesus. I was like, and if that part get blanked out of there, that was YouTube. But I love that because, you know, I'm a follower of Christ myself, and then those people, when I see that, I know they stand on business. It's like you look at the heart of a man. But yeah, that battle went down. You never see Nas miss so many free throws. So you know the nerves. I was Nas. He was nervous. He was nervous. See, Nas, he don't look like he was so stone cold. Even when people talking to him in his corner, he was like, is this fool like what's wrong with him? He's like in a trance, but he focused, right? But he was not hitting those. If he hit half his free throws, he would have won earlier, right? See, it wasn't supposed to be like that. It was supposed to battle, and I had a feeling this is how the battle was. It was gonna be tested. It wasn't even spiritual because he said, I gotta represent the Lord. If he would have lost, I was gonna see if he was gonna represent God too. But he won, like he say. He won. So I love that. You say this goes out to, whatever you saying, little fat kids. Like you said, you was a fat kid growing up, man. You was a Fab You, all this, and you stood on it, man. So I want to know what I want to know what Archie got to say. I seen some video come out. Look, y'all was in the locker room talking or something like that. I don't really care too much about that. I just want to see the game. Shout out to you, brother. Like, really respect to you, NBA cat, coming over here. Like a respectable first round. Let me put some respect on the thing. First round, like American McDonald's, all that, and he's still putting in pain. Archie's a problem. And if Nas run that back, I don't know if he just gonna get it. I'm just saying. Which reminds me, let me go back to something real quick. When they asked Rob, would you run that back with DA? I mean, yeah, it was only right. What did DA? DA stood on business when he asked him that question in the face-off. I ain't giving you the matchup if I win again. Rob said it's only right. Rob a real dude. Even if you don't, I feel like you don't want to. I wouldn't want to. Like, oh, shoot. But it's only right. 1-1. Right? But yeah, that's what I have, man. Shout out to Ball Is Life. And this event and All In. I'm going to start doing more content in the YouTube basketball scene. That's why, you know what I'm saying, me and my brother Bridge, we named this Buzz TV. It was majority the battle rap and everything. This is what I love, you know what I'm saying? This is not what I mainly do, you know what I'm saying? I'm in real estate. I'm a realtor. So if you need me, Will Picture Real Estate on everything. You can look me up out here in the Bay Area. But yeah, I'm going to put out a lot more content of this because I just enjoy it. Like, if you can just feel my energy, I love all what these brothers are doing. I love that Archie came over. So hopefully, maybe Pat Beverly, more NBA players come over. NBA players that can hoop. You know what I'm saying? Still hoop. And then so right now, because what's happening is you can't keep saying like, oh, you ain't playing nobody in the NBA. Down, you say that. Oh, you ain't playing nobody who your age and shape. So I'm gonna stop it right there. This is Buzz TV, Dub P, Will, aka I'm out. Look out for some more content in this space. Salute.